Kids is funny. Shit is funny out here.
You can't pitch. Yeah, I ain't feeling that pitching either. What you know about pitching nowadays, man? What you mean? What I know about pitching? I pitch. You can't pitch no more.
I'm pitching on the streets right now. I pitched everybody in here right now.
Everybody in here.
Everybody in here.
I would like to see that right now, because you good music now. Yeah. It's a little different for you. Let's go. Let's go.
Chopper sing. Black ice.
My shop go tied out. It'll turn you inside out. My ass like tied out. My money like tied out. Bling, tied out. Money, bling, tied out. Money, rats, tap, 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 tied out. My shop go tied out. Her ass like tied out. My money like tied out. My car like tied out. Bitch, bling, tied out. Money, bling, tied out.
Bootylicious.
You get what don't get no.
Oh, is it crazy?
With your mama and your
Daddy hollering, baby.
So what that lets you know?
That if you
fuck
with
with
small,
nigga, you fucking
with death row.
And I ain't even
First name, I love this, so love this. Money is my motherfucking government. Test me, shoot you right there. Leave you right there. Leave the scene, tall nigga with a long camera. Ass like Tata, give me that hoe. And tell I that pop that pussy for my wallet. Sex is a weapon. Shoot papa and I'm riding around, I'm gaming. You already know my stilo. I'm big like selling kilos and you small. Small like P-hole. Take a chopper on my backseat.
Check yourself, cause when you diss small, you diss yourself.
Dr. Dre, dropping chronic once again. It don't stop. Punch your pump, motherfuckers, real quick like Compton style, nigga.
Lights out, Sparky Milarky show, go to bed. Get knocked out, quick. Quick, 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 quick. I swing a big stick real quick. Shout out to all the Smithtown baseball players. None of y'all could touch me. A lot of great players. There's only one, Frank Catalanato. Shout out to Frank Catalanato, man. Everybody else sleep tight. Get your teddy bears. Pull the covers nice and tight. Lock the doors and the windows so the wind don't get through. I know you got soft necks, soft nerves, and all that good stuff. Me, I done slept in the cold, right? Yeah. Shout out to Pete Cio.
Spark.
Jimmy.
What's going on?
Nothing, you're live on the Sparky Milarky show.
Live, alright. It's about time.
Yes, now here's the deal real quick. I'm going to get my pizza. You said, you texted me anytime, and then you text back tonight is tough.
Oh, no. I meant to say tonight is though. I'm very free tonight, so.
Oh.
Yeah, did I write that? I'm an idiot.
No. You wrote tonight is though. Oh, you meant tonight is free though, not all the time. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. So I'm going to get off the line now with you. Everybody sees you and hears you. And then when I get back with my pizza, I'm going to eat a couple slices. Figure around 9:15, we're going live.
I can't wait.
All right, I'll talk to you later, kid.
All right, see you, Spark.
All right, bye.
Yes.
Okay, Frankie Cat told me today that he's having trouble hearing me. Can you still hear me now?
Yeah, I'm good.
Jimmy GOELZ, my big boss, on the line. Welcome to the Sparky Milarky show, Big Jim.
Great to be here. I'm looking forward to this for a long time.
I know, I had to just put the whole house on silence because I said he's been waiting a long time for this moment. I got pulled over on my way to Patio Pizza because I was rushing to get my pizza. People, do not rush to get your food because the cops will light you up.
Did you get a ticket?
3 of them, man. But you know what? because the stupid inspection. I don't want to let my viewers know I'm a delinquent. But anyway, an inspection, and as you know, I've been teaching kids in Florida, so my license in New York wasn't up to date. It was expired. All minor stuff we're going to take care of, boss. Don't you worry. I'll be at work.
Good. We can't be having any criminals working for us.
No, it's all non-criminal. The guy like asked about you actually. He asked about Prospect Sport.
Nice.
Okay, let's get down to business. Shout out to all the police officers out there. Thank you for protecting and serving. So what'd you have for dinner? Baseballs?
No, I actually went to my favorite restaurant over in Hop Hog called Kotobuki. Got some sushi.
No.
Yep, I did. And, you know what it is? It's Lent. You can't have any meat, you know?
Oh my gosh, that's right. It's a good thing. It's a good thing I got my pizza plain.
Yeah, I had shrimp.
It's a good. The thing is, I had a ham and my egg sandwich this morning, so I have to admit it was an accident, though.
I had meatball pizza today, talking to Frankie Catalanato, so I messed up too. But I ask for forgiveness every night. I'm a weird dude.
Say that again?
I ask my God, my Lord and Savior for forgiveness every night, so I'm good.
That's all you need, you know? As long as you got that going on in your personal relationship, you're good.
Now, real quick, did you see Frankie Catalanato on the Sparky Milarky show today?
Yeah, I didn't miss it. I watched it twice already.
Yeah, good, me too. And I changed it to 14 years like you said.
Yeah, you don't want to shortchange a guy like that, you know? It's, you know, he's probably got a huge ego and he needs all that patting on the back, you know what I mean?
I'm glad you said that because I want to say if there's anybody that I don't want to shortchange, it's 14-year veteran Major League Baseball player, my good friend Frankie Catalanato. Now that leads me into what I want to say to you. I know you've been looking at me funny over at work and stuff, like how come this guy has all these guys on his show and he don't have me? Me and you are the tightest at everyone. But Jimmy, the reason why, and I know deep down inside you know this, you were always a teammate of mine that I looked up to and actually cared what you thought of how I played. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think there's anybody else that I care what they thought except you and now Frankie Catalanato, so you know. So that's why I'm always cautious about what I do with you.
Well, first of all, I'm very honored and humbled that you say that. That's quite a compliment. But no, that's just those guys we're all like tight-knit group. You know, the Smithtown guys. We're very fortunate to come from this town of baseball greatness, and you know, me and you go way back, and you know, like I said, it's definitely an honor to hear that from you. I mean, nobody played the game harder than you did, so I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim. And I want to be honest with you. Once again, if anybody ever said to me, hey, Sparky, we always heard you played the game harder than anybody. Who else matched it? I always say Jimmy GOELZ. I never played with anybody. You remember a guy named Danny Linder. He played hard and everything. But there was nobody who put their complete entity, their complete heart, mind, and soul, body, mind, and soul into the game like you did, brother. And I don't want to bore the viewers with our baseball passion, but again, I want to appreciate it. And again, it's because, just like it's because of Catalanato that you're so good, because you look up to him and work with him, you know, 10% of my game I owe to you, brother, because I learned a lot from you.
Hey, but you know just as well as I do, that's what it takes, you know, to reach the high levels. You got to have that passion, and that's what I think you bring to the facility over at Prospect, and you know, hopefully all of us do. And you know, that's what we tell the parents too. Those kids have to have that passion, otherwise, you know, you see the parents forcing it on the kids all the time. If they don't have that, they're really not going to go anywhere. And that's something that, as hard as we work, you know as well as I do, it was just we love doing it. So it wasn't that hard work when you love doing it so much, you know.
Yeah, now tonight I told you I'm starting this all Smithtown alumni dream team, and that you are the second leadoff guy, that you're starting at shortstop. Is that okay? Can you still reach first base?
Oh, absolutely.
I know you can. So you're starting at shortstop, batting ninth, and when I told you that, you looked at You looked at me funny, and then on the ride home, I said, "Is he upset with me that I put him in the 9 slot?" No, because Jimmy Gels knows that the 9 slot is as important as the 1 slot.
Well, let's be honest here. First off, not offended at all. I mean, if I was a better hitter, I'd be a millionaire right now. But
Jimmy, that's not what I'm talking about. I don't need you to be a better hitter. I would need you to get on base. I mean,
yeah.
And to be honest with you,
let's be honest though, like the double lead off, unnecessary to say. 9 hitters, they don't want to hear that. Listen, we know we're batting last.
Oh shit! So I was right. And you know what? I used to get batted last. No, and I used to get batted. What?
I'm just messing with you.
All right, but I used to get batted last too, and I didn't like it either. But listen, I am such a versatile baseball guy. I finally understood it's an important role. Anyway, all I wanted to say to close that up is the only reason why you're 9 and not 1 is because Frank Catalanato is batting 1, Jim.
Who?
I said Frank Catalanato, we want him leading off. Your brother's batting 2. You want to bat 2nd and put your brother 9th? That's fine with me. Same shit to me.
I tell you what, in that lineup, I mean, Frank bats 3 for me in pretty much any lineup even in the big leagues. That guy can flat out hit.
Well,
jeez.
I knew someone was going to say that. Today when I was talking to your brother and Pete, when I said Frankie leadoff, Paul Ciafrone, I asked him who has the sweetest natural lefty swing on Long Island, and he said he named himself. He put Peter Ciafrone, his younger brother, 2nd, and he ranked the 14-year major leaguer Frank Catalanato 3rd. And I actually agreed with him because we said natural lefty swing. I said Frank Catalanato's his swing is like a hard work, like a blue-collar swing. He put a lot of work into it, and it's very seasoned and polished. He earned everything he got.
Well, I think it's very apparent that your lineup goes to pretty much how players were when they played actually in Smithtown. And at the time, Paul Ciafrone, as a 15-year-old superstar, that's what we're basing him batting 4th on. I think if you go later on in his career, he's a little bit of a bust, and I think you're batting me 9 based on how I hit in high school. Got the H4. Mike Simonello, good hitter in high school. Another bust in the minor leagues, but he's batting 4th, I believe, or 5th. And listen, it's a Smithtown lineup. You're going on your Smithtown days. I get it. It's understandable.
All right, now hold on, real quick. You're going into dangerous waters here. I'm going to stop you because now I see where you guys are getting really cutthroat on my show. Now, I love you, but a lot of guys now are calling up tooting their own horns, and I like it. I wouldn't have it any other way. But I feel like you guys are all trying to elbow me because you guys know what you're going to do when Sparky... I'm the king, all right? So here's the deal. Don't think I'm basing this on Paul Ciafrone at 15 and you in high school and Greg Connors and Mike Miller. I'm telling you now, I already told you, you fall at the top of the list for me, brother. You and Frank Catalanato. I got no one better. Yeah. No, wait. Hold on. Jim, my camera died. I don't know where it died. I turned it back on. I said, you said Paulie was a bust, and I'm going on when he was 15 and stuff. Paul, to me, was so good as a young kid, which he was. I saw it with my own eyes. I watched him put one out at Browns at 15. It was like 400 feet. So I know the boy can hit. And again, maybe his ego got in the way too, just like mine. But he underachieved. So I'm not going by when he was 15. He told me today that he's a baller and he can really play ball.
Yeah, well, listen, the numbers speak for themselves. He hit the ball 400 feet when he was 15. He probably hit it like 375 when he was 18. He get out of the infield by the time he was 22.
Why is that, though? Why? Jimmy, I've been trying to figure that out my whole life. When I was in the All-Star Metro games, finals games, we're losing 3-0, and the kid grooved the fastball. I hit it 400 feet. And I don't know. I used to hit the ball further when I was younger. Why?
That's a good question. Well, maybe the speed of the game. I know the aluminum bat. I think that, well, Paulie, for instance, you know, he'll be the first to tell you he had a long swing. So when that speed of the game caught up, you know, that loopiness didn't help him, you know. And, I mean, yourself, you were a strong young man, you know. Very strong early, and, man, I just wish you would have got a little better chance, you know.
Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate it. And you as my hitting coach right now in 2013, the other night when you grabbed my arm and told me loosen up and showed me a couple things, I went home and I said, you know, I can tell Jimmy likes your swing and likes the way that you're, you know, everything you're doing, and he feels he can help you, so I'm totally open to that. One more thing I wanted to say, what was I going to say to you? Oh, Jimmy, last year I had a bunch of kids down at the park in Miami, right? I was doing a clinic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how sometimes your students, they start looking at you like you know, like you ain't good, you ain't good. So I told one of the fathers to go out to the mound and throw me a ball. I hit this ball from home plate into the second tennis court. Dude, I'm telling you, it was over 425 feet. And I killed it, grunted, threw the bat, and ended the clinic.
That's unbelievable. What was he throwing, Super Bowls at you?
It was not a Super Bowl. Actually, it was a meatball. And, you know, it was one of those floaters, one of those meatballs that, like a knuckleball when you square it up. Jimmy, anyway, I'm not going to bore you with this shit. All I'm going to tell you is that I am phenomenal at baseball, and I am going to give it one more try in a major league stadium. I told Peter Ciafrone my goal is to hit it over the fence and bow out to the scouts and coaches after I hit a bomb. And Pete Seal says, I've done it many times. I said, good for you.
Well, listen, anything we can do to help you, we're all about it. And I think, you know, just the other night was a little tip of the iceberg for you. Some information we can pass along from the staff. You know, we'd like to let all the callers and all your fans out there know that you've been a welcome addition to Prospect Sports staff, and brought a lot of enthusiasm. The parents are loving you. We look forward to keeping that going on. But if I could, I'd also like to ask you one question, get your opinion on something if we have the time.
Okay, it's funny you say that, because I was going to tell you no questions tonight, because tonight, for the people, everybody listen up, I was working with my boss. This is my boss, Jimmy GOELZ. Tonight I'm doing lessons in one cage, he's doing lessons in the other, and he says, Sparky, I'm going to flip this around and interview you. And I got nervous, so, all right, what are you going to ask me tonight? One question.
All right, well, listen, it won't be anything to do with our interview, because that's going to be more about you, but, you know, this is my first time calling in a sports talk radio show, and I want to experience it to the fullest, and you're the sports expert. What are we doing about the New York Rangers hockey team? Talk to me. What are the issues going on right now? Where are we at? I'm an avid fan, just I don't know if you knew that about me.
Okay, I'm really glad you asked that. You completely shocked me. You know, just like Pete Ciafrone called Frank Catalanato a dud, a lot of people mistake you for not having this fiery, awesome personality. I love you, Jimmy. Great question. That all being said, my fiance is sitting right here, and that segues in. I was going to say hi to the girls. Say hi, girls.
Say what?
Say hi, girls.
Oh, hi, girls.
Hi.
Awesome.